Hello, class. My name is Jim Brakebill, and I'll be your online instructor for the Fire 003 Fire Protection Systems class. I wanted to make a short instructional video on how to use Canvas and navigate through this course. Now, to access Canvas, you go to the college's homepage and you go over here to My COD, and then you click on Canvas. And then this is what pops up. All right, we'll give the browser a little bit of time. There's a lot of students that send me questions that still today don't know how to access Canvas. So this is what prompted me to make this instructional video. All right, so then you enter Canvas through your COD student portal, and then you can see the Canvas icon, and you just click it on right here. You click on the Canvas. All right, and then it'll come up, and you'll use your username and your password, and you hit login. Now this comes to my dashboard. A lot of students ask me questions, well, how do you get the dashboard? The dashboard, you can put your classes on the dashboard so you don't have to go through the array of classes that you've taken. Simply go to the icon over here on the toolbar, go to all courses, and you can see I'm only going to be teaching 2 classes this semester. So I clicked on the star. See, when you click on the star, it moves it automatically to your dashboard. So you can see I'll be teaching ambulance operations, and then we go down to your class, and I hit the star here. Now that I've placed a star at the classes I'm teaching this semester, I hit dashboard, and here they are. Okay, so then you're going to click on our class, Fire Protection Systems, and then there's one requirement before you get started is I want you to go up here and click on Account, and I want you to hit Profile, and I want you to upload your current picture and write a little biography about yourself. To upload a picture, you just click on this icon here. All right, this is required for this class because I'm not going to give you a grade until this is done. So this needs to be done like right away before you start to work in the class. The next item I want to point out to you is notifications. And this gives you, the student, a chance to decide how you want to be notified. So again, course activities, discussions, conversations, scheduling. And you can see here, if you want to know about the due dates coming up, if you want grading policies, anytime the course content is changed. So what you do is you just move it right over here, and you would hit the check. So you get the option. You can have it emailed to you, or you can have it push notification, or you can have it texted right to your cell phone. Okay, next, I want to go up to the course itself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the course. I'm going to enter into the course. And now you'll see that the home page comes up. Okay, the 3 most recent course announcements will appear right up here. Now you don't see any course announcements yet because the class doesn't start until August 26th. So before you start to work, you always want to check your course announcements. This gives you a brief description of the course. So I suggest you read it. It tells you how to access the course. So if you want a complete history of all the course announcements, you click on Announcements, and then you'll have a list here of all the announcements. It'll be every announcement that was sent out during the semester. The only ones that will appear on your home screen class will be the 3 most recent announcements. All right, if you want to know what your grade is, click on Grades, and it'll give you an up-to-minute, accurate depiction of your grade at that time you look at your grade book. Please understand and look, if you scroll all the way over to the right, Your research paper is 15% of your total grade. Your discussion is 15% of your total grade. Your quizzes and homework assignments are 5% of your grade. The module exams are 15%. The midterm is worth 20%. And the final exam is worth 25%. And your participation is worth 5%. All right, so we're going to go back out of the grade book. We're going to clip back up here, and I want to go down to course syllabus. If you click on the course syllabus class, there's two types of course syllabuses. But notice over here, here's a review to show you how your grades are weighted. All right, and then you can go down here. This gives you a course summary of all the assignments, exams, and quizzes and homework assignments by due date. And you can access it by just clicking on, like right here, first day student introduction check-in. And it takes you right to the assignment. If you would like a complete copy of the course syllabus, then you would click it on right here and you would download it. And then you would just open it up. And this would be a complete copy of your course syllabus. All right, next is I want to take you into the modules. This course is divided up into 4 modules, okay? So the first one here is not really any work that's due. It's kind of full of information. Canvas is set up like a book, so all you have to do is once you click on a page, then what you do is you go down and you can turn the page after you read this. This is a short video on how to use Canvas for those of you that haven't used this type of learning management system. This shows you how to use the conference tool, because there will be some times when I hold a virtual classroom and you'll have an opportunity to join in on the classroom when roll is taken. So this little video explains to you how the conference tool works and how you can join in on a webinar. This one here, it gives you the textbook for the class. This is the attendance policy for the online classes. Take a moment and read it, but I want you to see here, failure to participate in this course on a daily basis will result in the student being dropped from the course for non-participation. So daily participation is defined as turning in your coursework on or before the due date. Next, it talks about academic integrity. Next, I listed some successful learning strategies. All right, discussion board policy. Please take a couple of moments when you get to your Canvas course and read this. Students always get confused about discussion board assignments. Each discussion board assignment has 2 due dates. The first due date is for you, the student, to respond to the initial prompt or the discussion topic. That's usually on a Thursday. The second due date is usually the following Sunday, and that's when you have to respond to 2 other students' prompt with some good feedback or corrective feedback. And so it says right here, please pay attention to the due dates for each discussion board assignment. So make sure you read this. I get a lot of questions from students, okay, that could be answered if they took the time and went through the getting started part of this course before they get into the coursework. Okay, so here's your first discussion assignment. It's called the First Day Student Check-In. First thing, if you want to know how I grade the discussions, go to the 3 dots up here, click on Show Rubric, and then you can expand it out if you want. And this is exactly how your discussions are graded. So you get a total of 5 points for your initial prompt to the discussion, and then you can get up to 5 more points when you respond to two of your students or two of your peers post. And it tells you what you do to get 5 points or 10 points, 8 points, so on and so forth, all the way down to you submitted the discussion late. You missed the due date, and that's 0 points. All right, so please remember that these discussions are 15% of your grades. You have to write your discussion to the collegiate level, and you have to be able to convince the reader that you are the subject matter expert. You have to have proper punctuation, proper spelling, proper syntax. You have to know the difference between to, and to, there, and there, and proper use of paragraphs. All right, so let's take a look at the introduce yourself. Okay, here are the instructions. Please introduce yourself to the class. Okay, look here, class. Write a response to this discussion prompt by Tuesday, August 27, 2019 by 11:59 p.m. In this discussion, include your name, city of residence, what you do for a living, your educational goals, your career goals, course expectations, why you're taking this class, and something unique about yourself. The second due date is right here, by Friday, August 30th, 2019 at 11:59 p.m. Please reply to two of our classmates' posts with welcoming comments and what you guys share in common. To reply, you would just click on the reply box right here, and then you'll get your text box. Next is the Q&A form. And this Q&A form is for the students to ask questions to each other, post questions to the class, communicate with the class, share information with the class. This is non-graded. Plus, it also has information should you be having trouble with Canvas. Next is your research paper. Please take the time to read this because your research paper is due December 10th, 2019. Please do not wait to the last minute to get this done and start your research. Read every direction on here because you'll be graded by how well you follow the directions and the content of your report. And here is the grading rubric for your term paper. You can see it's worth 100 points, and there's 5 categories that I grade in. All right, next, I'm only going to go through one module because they're all set up the same. But here's module 1. This is where the actual coursework begins. So first you'll have an introduction, and it tells you what the chapter is about. Second, it'll have the learning objectives. So you can see after studying this chapter, students should be able to do all of this. In public safety courses such as EMT, fire technology, criminal justice, all exam questions are mapped to the learning objectives. So if you take the time to understand the learning objectives, okay, and you're able to do what the learning objectives say or state, you won't have any problem with the written exams for this class or any public safety class. Okay, here is your first reading assignment. Tells you please read chapter 1, pages 4 through 17. Next, you'll have your homework. All right, please make sure you take the time to read your homework assignment, and they have to be submitted in this format. The number that the question is, you write the question out, and then A, and then your answer to the question. And you can see it's due September 1st by 11:59 p.m. And then here is your grading rubric for your homework assignments. Next are the PowerPoint slides for this chapter. I use them as course notes to help you study. To enlarge the PowerPoint slides, just click on the little X right here, and then you'll see it enlarges quite well, so you can see, and then you just go up and you just hit the button, and you can move the slides, or you can come down here and you can move the slides here. To get out of it, hit the escape button or just X out of it. Next is the detailed study guide that I prepared for you guys to help you study for the exam. So basically, right here is to view it. You click on the little X, and then here's your study guide. And so you can see I have all the study material right here. I took the notes. I went through it and took detailed notes to help you study. Okay, I have one for every chapter. And again, to get out of this, just go up here and X out of it. Okay, next I have training videos, and these videos deal with the content that's specific. In this case, it would be specific to Chapter 1. And just simply click on a video. Let's see, we'll just click on this one. And if you want to enlarge the video, click on it. Okay, and I hit the escape button, and then you can just turn the page. Combustion produces. Okay, here's the discussion assignment for Chapter 1. You can see the discussion topic is always going to be right here, kind of like in purple. So discuss the differences between the fire triangle and the fire tetrahedron. And again, let's take a look at this. Write a response to this discussion prompt by Thursday, August 29th. There's the first due date. By Sunday, September 1st, here's the second due date. And remember, if you want to access the grading rubric for the discussion, it's up here. Click on here, show rubric, and then there is the grading rubric. Now, I do not expect you to answer these questions. These are not questions to answer in the discussion. These are questions to get you to start thinking about what you want to discuss. You are more than welcome to use the textbook for information, or use the web, or use an outside resource, okay, to discuss this. Remember, you are the subject matter expert, and you have to convince the reader and the other students that you know what you're talking about. So a discussion is not going down and answering these questions. These are just thought-provoking ideas. So see what it says here? You might consider the following questions to help you get started with typing in the reply box. I hope I made myself clear about that. Okay, again, discussion should be paragraphs, proper spelling, proper syntax, proper punctuation, proper grammar. You're writing to the collegiate level. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Okay, next is the chapter review. And you can see here, so let's review the following to help you remember some of the key points in Chapter 1. And then so what I did is I took all the key points, just as a quick review before you go over and take the quiz. All right, all the quizzes in this course are multiple choice, including the module exams, midterm, and the final. You'll get 2 attempts at each exam or quiz. The quizzes have no time limit. And I told Canvas to score the highest of the 2 grades. All right, then you're ready to move on to Chapter 2, and it starts all over again. So I wanted to put together this little short tutorial to help the new students navigate through Canvas. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email at jbreakbill@collegeofthedesert.edu. Or feel free to give me a call on my cell phone at 760-835-7165. Thank you, and I look forward to working with you through this semester, and we'll start together and we'll finish together. Just remember, if you're going to do something right, do it right the first time, and take pride in the work that you submit. All right, thank you, and I'll see you on the first day of class.